I'm going to read Floating and Sinking. This one's part of the Science Library series. Floating and sinking. What floats, what sinks? Drop a dry cork in the water. What happens? It floats. Now drop a penny. It sinks. What makes one of them float and one of them sink? Take a close look at the cork. Can you see the tiny holes? Those holes trap air. Air is lighter than water. What is density? Tiny air pockets are one of the things that makes the cork have less density than water. Anything that has less density than water will float. That means a cup full of corks weighs less than a cup full of water. Now look at the penny. The penny is made of metal. Metal does not have the same little holes. Most metal has greater density than water. Anything that has greater density than water will sink. A cup full of pennies weighs more than a cup full of water because of density. Does it float? Test some other things. Will a carrot float or sink? How about marshmallows? If you guessed a carrot would sink and marshmallows would float, you're correct. How did you know? Why do boats float? Other things float. Boats float. Some boats are made of metal. The metal penny sank. Why do boats float? The canoe skims the top of the water. What would make it sink lower? Boats float because their shape. Boat builders bend the metal to make a big air pocket. The air pocket lets the boat float. Here's the inside of the boat is the air pocket. The canoe has one big air pocket instead of many tiny air pockets like corks or marshmallows. Big ships float too. A ship's air pockets can be big enough to float the ship and the heavy cargo it carries. The end. Now you can try.